Everyone, welcome back to Legacy Blueprint Now. And I have a distinguished, honored guest of the DGC for multiple years, was kind of one of the OGs for Michelle O'Neill. And I want to introduce you to her in just a second because I am being honored by the gift of teaching a 3-day workshop with her in her community. So I'm going to be a featured guest speaker to do a 3-day sales workshop with Maria D. So Maria, take it away. Introduce who you are, please.
Hello, everyone. My name is Maria D. I'm a mom, wife, and proud grandma and G grandma, and a former full full-time caregiver who knows what it is like to put everyone first. My community actually helps out caregivers and midlifers that are in situations that kind of like are trying to shift away. Um, so the reason that I opened up the community is because life has handed me a few plot twists, and uh, those became my turning point. Today, I'm a turning point coach and a mentor, helping parents, helping caregivers, and helping people just turn life transition into that clarity, into confidence and income through smart digital strategies and become financially free. And this is why we have Alan here, so he could help us strategize and help us figure it out. Show us where that shift is that we need to make.
It's absolutely awesome to be asked to speak for you in your community. I just attended one of your leadership meetings. What day of the week do you have your leadership meetings again?
We do it on Wednesday evenings at 6 o'clock Eastern time.
And you can grab that right now on the calendar where she's at. And you can just go ahead and click on, let's say, the 21st here, and then add to your calendar. And boom, right there. That's how easy it is to get a reminder. And then that'll pop up. And listen, I went to it real quick in a quick 5 seconds. And she was talking about grief and losing a job and how to handle the stages of grief in that perspective. And it really just opened my mind to the process that I went through when I, became successful enough to leave my job to do a sales training. And so I didn't realize at the time that I needed to hear the message that Maria was presenting. And now I feel way better. And I mean, I feel great anyway because I love what I'm doing, but I feel even better now. And what was more important was, real quick, 1 second here, I was able to get some wisdom from her to go share with another person who had just lost their job. And without that equipping from Maria, I would not have been as prepared to make a difference in that person's life. So this is a extremely valuable leadership time with her. I just wanted to present that to you guys. In addition to that, she has a gorgeous looking classroom with so much great value that you can do Spanish if you're a Spanish speaker, and lots of paid modules of great value. And then we have a 30-day branding challenge. I just noticed that for the first time. That's super cool. And unlock the power of a school community. So it looks like you teach how to launch school communities just like I do, which is great. And then just a lot going on here. And I'm sure you're going to be adding more, and you'll probably be dropping the workshop that I do for you into your community. So this is going to be
Yes,
good.
sir.
So
Yes.
let me get to the chase here and why I'm so honored to do this. I will be doing a 3-day workshop for Maria D. And basically, here is day one and what we're going to be covering. So I don't want anything to be a distraction. And if you're familiar with my sales tactics, one, I usually tell you up front what we're going to do and how much it costs. So that way it's not a distraction. So listen, 3 days, free session, upgrade to VIP for only $27. This is a no brainer, but I'll let you decide for yourself if you're interested. If you're not interested in paying, cool. We would love to have you on the free session. You're more than welcome to do that. All right. So moving right along on day one, and I'll tell you the dates and the logistics in just a moment. So don't be distracted by that. But it's coming up next week if you're watching this live on my when I post this. But I'll tell you the dates in a moment. Um, Day one, we're going to be covering the missing sales layer that most programs skip. Okay. And so this is going to be applicable for so many people that are reselling a program, or they're selling an online educational program. Like let me put it this way. If you're doing everything you've been told to do online, posting consistently, telling your story, explaining the program clearly that you just believe in so much, and yet sales still feel inconsistent, uncomfortable, and forced. I want you to hear what I'm going to say next very clearly. Listen, you are not broken. And the program you're promoting is probably isn't the problem either. What's really missing is that a sales layer most programs never ever teach. What's missing is sales. That's the bottom line. And that's exactly what this 3-day workshop is all about. Listen, my name is Alan Pettit, and I've spent over 24 years in the sales industry across multiple industries, selling everything from credit cards to workers' comp policies of $2.1 million and internet for 25 bucks a month. So I've sold it all, even used cars. Every 2 years, I reinvent myself so that way I can be the most cutting edge, applicable, new creation, if you will. Like, I am never settling. I purposely reinvent myself every 2 years because that's what a really good salesperson should be doing. I perpetually break records in every company I've ever worked for. I shouldn't say every, but almost like a lot of my companies I work for, I broke records. Many of them stood for over a decade. And in some, they were so high the way that I broke them that they'll never be broken again. Most recently, for the last job that I just exited from, because I'm doing really well teaching sales now, I actually increased the valuation of that company. It was an internet company by over $6 million in one single year. And by the way, I only worked 40% of that year because the other 60% I was taking care of my elderly mother. And she was actually in a nursing home, unable to be ambulatory at all, and full care that I didn't like. Because of my success in sales, I was able to afford leaving my job, and I took her out of the nursing home, nursed her back to real health because she needed better care, and now she's independent, living by herself again because of the sales experience that I have. I don't say this to impress you. I just say this to reassure you that what I teach works. It works without hype. It works without pressure, without manipulation. I'm just being real with you. I'm a Christian, and I have to present myself with integrity, because if I don't, I'd be held accountable for it when I die. That's the bottom line. So day one, real quick, let me move a little quicker now. The missing sales layer most programs skip. You'll learn about this on day one because we'll talk about something that few people ever consider. Why most social media content unintentionally trains people to not buy. Not because it's bad content, not because your heart isn't in the right place, but because the way that most people communicate online conditions audience to watch, not to decide. We'll also cover why emotion alone gets attention, but does not create consistent sales. If you're ever had posts or lives, like you've gone live on TikTok or whatever, that have felt so powerful and you're like, oh man, I killed it. And you don't make any money from them. Why is that? I'm going to explore why ethical online selling requires a completely different mindset that is than you would person to person. Because you're not selling one to one, you're selling one to many. If you don't understand this, you'll keep feeling like you're doing awesome, you're doing everything right, while quietly wondering why you're not making any sales, why your results don't match the effort. Day two is going to be about selling live on your Facebook, on your YouTube, on your TikTok, whatever, it doesn't matter. Selling live without feature dumping. Day two is where things get super ultra real. This day is especially for anyone who goes live or wants to go live, but feels awkward, scattered, or unsure what to say, or super introverted. This is your day. We'll talk about why live sellers talk more, but connect so much less. Like you're talking a lot, but you're not connecting. There's a disconnect there, literally. Why I'm going to, why explaining the program, the features, the structure, the numbers. They're going to make all this money. And look at these numbers. It's easier to sell 10 than to sell 900 over here. How many times have you said that? Why actually breaking down what actually breaks emotional connection, that's actually breaking emotional connection in real time when you do that. And we'll address something that most people avoid, why ethical pain framing is not manipulation. It's actually your responsibility. You are responsible to create ethical pain framing. Avoid hard truths. Don't protect people. It keeps people ill. It keeps them stuck. Okay. Day 2 helps you understand why people tune out, why they hesitate, why they think about it. I just have to think about it. Let me talk to my wife. And once you see this, you will never go live in the same way again. That's day 2. Day 3 is where we bring it all in for a landing. It's the destination that I've been selling. Like you're finally arriving in Jamaica, man, becoming the guide people trust to say yes to. Oh, this is so big. Um, Before I say what's on this slide, let me explain by what I mean by guide. Give me 30 seconds here. You know them, you love them, you just absolutely adore the Star Wars trilogy, or well, whatever. There's a million movies about Star Wars, but you know the original trilogy with all your characters: Obi-Wan Kenobi, Yoda, Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader. Oh my goodness, what a cast of characters, right? The hero is Luke Skywalker, but he has a guide. He actually has 2 guides. He has Obi-Wan Kenobi and he has Yoda. I'm going to position you to become Yoda. A lot of people want to be Luke Skywalker. And I'll tell you why that's the wrong way to do it. Day 3 brings everything in for a landing. This is the day that changes how you see yourself. Most people believe they need results before they are qualified to sell. This is the number one thing that when you're day 1 trying to sell them, oh, I can't sell this because I haven't sold it. Just listen to how silly that sounds when I just said that. Play the replay. The belief is keeping more people broke than any algorithm ever could. You're already making yourself broke if you think that. On day 3, we'll talk about why people don't actually need social proof at all. It's the way the way you think they do. Oh my goodness, that's so big. Why the real destination isn't money, but relief, control, direction. And why personal guidance beats experience every single time. And if you are getting that problem where there's, well, how much have you made? I'm going to tell you what to say on how to, on when you haven't made any money. I'm going to tell you what to say. This is the breakthrough for people who haven't made their first sale yet. And that's huge because when you stop selling outcomes and start selling from clarity and commitment, people are going to feel it and they're going to say yes. Saying yes is going to be so natural for them. Okay. Now, each day includes a free session because there is an optional VIP experience. Let me stop sharing my screen here. Now, each day includes a free session, and we want you to come to that. But there's an optional VIP experience where we slow everything down. And that's where everything really happens. That's where you learn the how. And I'll actually take somewhere between 1 to 3 people and I'll solve real problems for you in that VIP experience. You get to ask whatever the burning problem is. I will answer it as long as related to what content we're covering. That's where I answer real questions, apply the ideas to your specific situation, give you talking points, give you ChatGPT prompts. I will give you so much in these VIP sessions. You're going to walk away and it's going to take you weeks to apply it all. And hope that you see how this fits your voice, your values, your life, your passions, your destination that Jesus Christ made you to accomplish. No pressure, no hype, just clarity. Now, if you want to sell with integrity and you want a better way to sell, serve first with integrity. That's my tagline. If you want to build income without sacrificing your values and finally become calm and confident about the way you show up online, and you can't wait to show up, I can help you get there. I'll love to invite you to join us. But most importantly, if you want to get in on this workshop, you need to go over to Maria's school community. The only access for this 3-day workshop is in her community. So I'm going to put the link on the screen right now to go to Maria D's school community, and it is going to attach an affiliate from me so that she knows that I sent you. That's super important. So click on the link or type it in, or go down to the description of this video, click on the link or type it in exactly like you see on the screen there. Better just to click on the link below. And that will actually put you into the process for reserving your free seat. Okay. Either way, you're welcome. You're welcome to come. And this isn't about chasing money. It's about becoming the kind of person money can trust to follow. I really hope and pray that we will see you there, because everything that I'm teaching has absolutely revolutionized the way that I live my life. I literally can't wait to go live. I can't wait to do my next post. Wouldn't you like that too? So now the decision's up to you. You're invited either way. God bless you, and we'll see you on the inside. Thanks, Maria. Appreciate your time.